Greetings everyone, and thanks for joining us on this paranormal pit stop. Tonight we'll be exploring a prominent expanse located in Sonoma, California, just north of the San Francisco Bay, that includes 6 separate sites surrounding a town and central plaza, and whose main site, being Mission San Francisco Solano, holds the title of being the 21st, last, and northernmost mission in Alta California. Rumored to hold a range of ghostly energies tied to its lengthy past, are you prepared to brave the history and hauntings of Sonoma State Historic Park? Historically, in 1823, Mission San Francisco Solano was constructed in Alta California as the only mission established following Mexico's independence from Spain, and later, in 1833, the Mexican Congress would issue all missions in the province closed down, after which it would distribute resulting land amongst local residents. Subsequently, in 1836, the adjacent 2-story, balconied adobe Sonoma Barracks was constructed, under General Mariano Guadalupe Vallejo, as a space for transfers from the Presidio of San Francisco, who'd arrived a year prior, and as part of secularization of the mission. Also in 1836, the first single-story version of the Blue Wing Inn was constructed as one of the first hotels in the region, and purportedly possibly even the first hotel in California north of San Francisco. Sadly, over time, the mission and associated buildings would begin to deteriorate, with their pieces eventually being torn apart and utilized as materials in the construction of the surrounding town, their ruins left to crumble. Fortunately, in 1909, an associated park was founded. However, at the time, it only included the mission site. Over the years, additional historic locations would eventually be acquired and merged with the site under the state, adding all manner of educational venues concerning the area's history and the life of Mariano Guadalupe Vallejo, who was instrumental in the founding and development of Sonoma and the region. On June 1st of 1932, Mission San Francisco Solano was designated California Historical Landmark number 3, and more recently, in 1999, the Sonoma Mission Indian Memorial was established to honor the more than 800 native residents who died while living and working at the mission between the years of 1824 and 1839. Sonoma State Historic Park remains open into the present, offering a range of events and activities, educational materials, picture-perfect paths to stroll around the plaza, and a massive surrounding hiking and biking trails on the western end. Over its lengthy usage, Sonoma State Historic Park has been surrounded in a range of chilling ghost stories and local legends, painting its grounds as haunted by the spirits of those tied to the area in lives since past. And those frequenting the public space have told of disembodied voices heard emanating from vacant points, footsteps that sound as if they're following those passing through that are usually detected after dark, and instances of doors and windows nearby opening and closing spontaneously. Chillingly, in the mission's earlier years, Father Jose Altamira was known for dishing out harsh punishments to the native people he enslaved, issuing beatings for things as simple as them speaking their own language, or showing up even seconds late for church. Incidentally, one of the more paranormally active places on site is rumored to be that of the Whipping Tree, a 400-year-old growth that was used as a post for lashings, switchings, and beatings. Those who've neared the Whipping Tree report extreme feelings of loss, depression, and anguish, and some tell that if one approaches the site after midnight, they might just hear a wailing song floating on the winds that some claim belonged to the spirit of a native woman who'd sing to those chained to the vile post in an effort to lend them the strength to endure. Additionally, a negative male presence in robes has been spied drifting about the surrounding area. This is believed to be the restless soul of Altamira himself. By the time of the mission's 1833 closure, while it boasted baptism of over 1,300 Native Americans, what it failed to take note of is the more than 800 who perished to mistreatment and exposure to foreign disease, who are now honored through the aforementioned memorial. The spirits of these poor souls have been encountered, many appearing sickly or malnourished, and most bearing scars or even open wounds resulting from their lives of enslavement. Another popular haunt, both staff and guests to the Blue Wing have reported an assortment of frightening happenings, including lights that flick on and off by themselves, orbs and spook lights visible to the naked eye, the constant feeling of being watched, followed, or even of being touched by someone or something unseen, and encounters with 3 separate entities, being those of a lady holding an old lamp who appears to loving couples, of a woman bathed in yellow light, and of a gentleman in clothing resembling that of a privateer's attire, and followed by a small spectral feral dog. At the Mission, the ghost of a Mexican soldier has been spied about. A phantom monk bearing 2 flaming lanterns has been known to ascend the barracks stair. An ethereal lady in white has been encountered in the dining room behind the Toscano Hotel. The small spirit of a mysterious little boy has been spotted playing and running around. And the supposed ghost of Semillito, meaning brave or fierce hand, who is also known as Chief Solano, has been known to make the occasional appearance. His manifestation often accompanied by the manifestation of a ferocious spirit bear. Thanks for tuning in for this paranormal pit stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and share us with everyone you know so our upcoming on-site series Sleepovers gets the welcome it deserves. Until next time.